There once was a man named Gold Roger who was king of the pirates. He had fame, power, and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung him from the gallows, these were the final words he said.
Our perspective is yours for the taking, but you'll have to join us first. We left everything we debated at the Yonko table.
Ever since, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for the Yonko table, the table that will make their dreams come true.
Yo, folks. Welcome to the latest and the greatest from the Yonko table. That is the voice of Grandmaster Hoop coming at you from, the far right tech night party where we like to talk about just some really bad stuff. Because that's right, folks. We're here to talk about episode 6 of The Boys. That's right, Amazon Prime's hit superhero satire that looks to say, what if superheroes were real in our capitalistic world and what they would do if people, the regular people, try to fight back. So yes, we're here to talk about episode 6 of The Boys. With me as always is DrJaceAttorney. DrJaceAttorney. Season 4 of The Boys. We only have 2 more episodes left. How you feeling so far about season 4 of The Boys?
Am I allowed to say how I'm feeling about the season? Don't you have to finish the season first before you give?
I know
opinion?
You like giving your opinion. I know you like giving your
you
opinion and not letting things finish.
The pot can't be calling the kettle black on here.
I was catering to your analogy. You know, if a steak is good or bad, you don't have to finish it. So
it's true. That's very true.
That's you. I finished my meal.
You need to finish the steak?
This question was posted for you, not for me.
That's disgusting. You're disgusting.
Just tomato.
I mean, is it in relation to this episode, or do you mean like the season as a whole?
A season as a whole. But if an episode is a clear kind of a clear kind of indicator of kind of what the season entitles, then sure, if you want to use it like that.
I mean, the season as a whole is relatively fine. I don't think it's up to the standards of prior seasons of The Boys. Just going off of my initial viewings of seasons 1, 2, and 3, to me, I think season 3 is peak The Boys. I couldn't tell you why, but I just remember watching season 3 and thinking, man, this was the best. Season 4, I don't think it's better than the prior seasons. Not 1, 2, or 3. That doesn't mean it's bad. I don't think it's a bad season, but for The Boys standards, I think it's kind of falling short a little bit. It's an okay season. And if this episode is anything to go by, there are parts that I liked. There are parts that I didn't like. And then there were parts that I was like, this is just weird. Why? This scene is lasting too long. Why are we in here for this long? So, there's your answer. Can you finish the steak? Can you give an opinion on, man, this steak is kind of ass.
I like finishing my steak, so I will, it's like this. When the waiter comes and asks, how's everything? I'm going to wait till I'm done before I say, I'm going to pretend I'm giving an answer like mid-chew, but I will give my real answer post when my Yelp review comes out. So, yeah, that's what's going on here.
You're going to give him a false sense of security. Correct.
I will return to the restaurant, but will I order this particular meal again? I don't know. But here, let's get into it. Season 4, episode 6, Dirty Business. Now, goodness gracious. Oh my God. I did terrible this time around just taking notes on the episode itself. So forgive me. But here we go. Well, where are we picking up? Let's check in with the boys first. First things first, you got Butcher. Hey, yo, Huey. Homelander done killed my wife.
Huey, Homelander don't kill me wife, and abduct Ryan, me son.
I don't
Don't
know
do that to her. Don't do. Leave
why
her
is that.
alone.
Is that a meme? What? Why is this thing going on? Have
I
you
think
seen that going around?
Yes, I have. It's been something that's spiraling. I think I don't know why. I don't know why it's a thing, but I know ultimately it's just a means to poke jabs at Aaron.
Oh, I've seen it too. There's two of them though. There's one that pokes fun at Aaron Moriarty, and the other one pokes fun at MM's outfits.
Oh, I haven't seen an MM one.
Yeah, it'll be the Homelander bit, and then it'll be like MM wearing a hip hop shirt, and that's it.
I have not. No, I have not seen one of those. I've seen variations of the one with Aaron, and involving.
Yeah, no, I'm not here to make fun of her. Do what you want. That's your body. That's your face. I don't care. So
Yeah, that's the only one I've been seeing. They're funny. Because I don't know why. I know why they make Butcher like this Chad in all these memes. They're like, "Oi, Homelander, give me back me son."
I thought it was fun to open up with, but Butcher coming off of Butcher and his friend, and here we'll just put the little icing on the cake right now. I already forgot his name. Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character. They got Samir, and they got Samir tied up. You got to make the virus. One thing that was pointed out that I definitely forgot, with regards to the virus, was that they mentioned this in Gen V. It would have been airborne. I forgot all about that.
I think I kind of remember that a little too, because they were testing it at first through injections, right?
Correct.
Originally.
Yes.
Right. It has to be airborne. And I do remember, I don't remember the airborne bit necessarily. Like I remember bits and pieces of it, but what I do remember is that it would kill all the soups. It wasn't just like target this specific person and that's it. No, it's a one and done. It's going to kill all of them.
And it'd be a pandemic, as they said.
Right.
So tying in the pandemic, but that changes things because, I know they were worried about Starlight and Kimiko, but now it's definitely very much, every soup will die. Every soup will die, no matter who. So I did forget that was a thing. So there goes, I guess, Butcher's crossroads of destiny of what he'll do. We'll come back to Butcher. Probably, I thought Butcher's story was probably the most intriguing. Of the episode,
especially with the plot twist with it, where I was like, oh wow, do I got to go back and watch the prior episodes to be like, wait, what was this person there the whole time?
I'm gonna be honest, I think it's pretty obvious when you go back.
Oh, shut up.
You know what? Let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it.
I knew it from the beginning. I had a theory.
No.
Hell up.
Because I've been talking about this with regards to, I have my Huey theory, which is being debunked as the episodes continue. Fine, let's open up with the big twist. The big twist. The big reveal. Which this scene was actually done perfectly. I thought this was so good because you had Becca, right? Becca, like, Billy, you can't do this. Superheroes, think about Kimiko. Think about Starlight. Think about Ryan. And then
the angel and your devil.
It's literally the angel and the devil. And it's funny because before, they build it up greatly because, they're both talking at him at the same time. And, obviously you think, oh my gosh, what's his name? Joe. That's his name, Joe?
Oh, I have no idea. I just call him the CIA
God,
agent.
I'm pretty sure his name's Joe.
Just call him by you already know him from The Walking Dead.
No, what do you want to call him? Negan? No. No.
Negan, are you there?
No, Joe Kessler. You think he's here the whole time. And then it's building the tension because he doesn't know who to listen to. And then what does he say? He's like, would you shut the fuck up?
Negan, he says it to Becca.
Yes, he says it to Becca, right? And Butcher's like,
"Oh, huh? What's going on here?
You can see her." He's like, "Of course I can see her. She won't shut her fucking mouth."
Which, I mean, at that point, for a split second, I was thinking maybe there was a plot twist where, not that Negan was, is his name Joe or
Joe,
Negan?
yes, his name is
Joe.
Joe.
Okay, I did at that moment. I didn't think Joe was part of his imagination. I thought maybe Joe was a soup himself, and maybe his ability was to see into Butcher's psyche, so he could see Becca and be like, "Hey, can you stop, messing with this dude's mind?" And I thought there was gonna be like some big reveal where it's like, the government's full of soups and all this nonsense. That wasn't the case though. It was just he's part of the psyche too, angel and devil scenario. So I thought that was great. I thought that was a really cool plot twist. I didn't think it was obvious from like 5 episodes ago. Like, oh my god, hindsight's 2020 now in 2024. Oh my goodness.
I pay attention to scenes like that a lot.
No, you don't.
I do. I noticed he's only ever talking to Billy. He doesn't talk to anybody else.
But for some reason you only theorized that I think Huey's mom is not really there. I think she's the one that's in his head.
Well, I'll say this. Clearly we knew, something's going on with Butcher with regards to the temp V and the tumor. I will say this. Something was always off with Joe. And I definitely thought it could have been in his head. But now that he's saying the biggest twist for me was when he said, "Oh yeah, I took over, Billy. That was me who messed up Ezekiel. I did that." That was the part when I was like, whoa. So not only is he in his head, he's the actual Hyde. He's the Hyde character, the Mr. Hyde.
Oh, Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Correct. He's the Mr. Hyde. So that's the, and I probably never said it on the pod, but yes,
you didn't.
I knew.
And
I knew.
I don't think you did either.
I
you
knew.
did not know.
I knew.
Terrible.
I knew.
Absolutely terrible.
But yes, this twist works for me. Now I will say this. I think it would have been a better twist if Joe was actually a character that we have met before, who we thought, Butcher pulled him out.
And we question at what point was he a fake or something?
Or what point did he actually die?
Okay.
Right. I think that hits harder if we known Joe previously, but we didn't. So, it still hits, but just thinking in just kind of hindsight and writing, we only met Joe this season. So,
right.
To say, yeah, no, Billy, you didn't pull me out. You left me there to die and rot.
It fits his MO.
It fits his MO, but this is the first time we heard this story. At least I think it's the first time we heard this story. And it's the first time we met the character.
Well, again, that goes back to my criticism of hearing these backstories for these characters that we've known for 3+ seasons and just getting added in bits and pieces of their lore and background, where it's like, I mentioned it before, but with Starlight.
I recall.
Even though we never said this, did you know Starlight was a piece of shit as a kid? She was terrible. She was an awful person. Great. I guess I didn't know that about her for 3 seasons. Fantastic. Yeah, no, it probably would have functioned a little better if we heard of him before or heard stories. And maybe we did. I don't know. Like I always knew Butcher as someone that had a past doing some type of, not secret service, but like he used to be affiliated with the government, right? To some degree.
Technically the boys are a CIA branch.
Well, I mean, before the whole Homelander bit, like he used to be like for the government or something, or no?
Oh, I always just took it as CIA, I guess. I don't know. I can't recall much of Billy's past.
I buy this a little bit more with Billy. Not necessarily introducing this character for the first time in this season, but like I know he's had a past before the whole Homelander bit, made him go revenge scheme and he took me son and all that stuff. So I don't know. But this was the best part of the episode, I think, compared to everything else.
I would agree. Everything else worked. Some things worked, some things didn't. rarely do we probably get all the characters under one roof. Outside of Billy, everybody was under the roof of Tech Knight's party. Tech Knight's oh god, again, far right, super packed, sponsored, campaign endorsing party, whatever you want to call this, with its shady underground ulterior, true intention thing. Either way, so the idea is Tech Knight's throwing this party. If we don't get into the head of Sister Sage, we're doomed. We got to figure out what they're planning, what's going on. So how are we going to do it? We're going to infiltrate this party. And again, it's like going into the hornet's nest for real. How are we going to do it? We're going to use the Web Weaver.
Who's he a parody of?
I don't know. Who's he a parody of?
I don't know. I'm just waiting. I want to see if you just say the name.
He's this universe's Spider-Man.
Okay. All right. As long as we're on the same page.
Yes, clear as day, right?
I don't know. I feel like because it's Marvel, he would have been like, no, it could have been
no.
It could have been Nightwing, now that you think about it.
No,
but okay.
He's clear as day Spider-Man. Do you like how he spins webs?
You know what's funny? I've always seen that as a gag in like some parodies of Spider-Man. Like, what if Spider-Man was actually like this? Like he shot his web out of
a hole.
Right, a hole near, extremity regions. And yeah, that's the gag. I don't know if it was like Robot Chicken or just probably a Family Guy skit. But I guess that was funny. We come off of another show, Invincible, where they did something very similar.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So that was neato to see. Like, okay, well, let's see what this universe's similarity is to Spider-Man, and there you go. I don't know how. I don't think he swings around with that. I think he just probably gets to a crime scene and shoots that all over the people, I guess, to wrap them up.
I don't think I saw a hole in the costume for the web to travel through.
Right, exactly. So it's like he pulls his pants down to do this to people.
Yeah, I don't know, but interesting guy. He's a junkie. What soup is not nowadays? And who's got to do it? It's got to be Huey, because Huey is trying to get over the loss of his dad, who loves Made in Manhattan. Did you like when they went on the Made in Manhattan tour?
Wait, what happened?
The Made in Manhattan tour. They were pouring out his dad's ashes.
Oh, that was, I guess, funny. It was
random.
Weird. It was random.
Really random. Either way, he always got to do it. He's like, I gotta work because I gotta get my mind off my dad. This is what I need. Damn, did Huey draw the short straw this time around? Because everybody is just depraved and super freaky and horny and sex craved, and we learned that Tech Knight, Tech Knight we met in Gen V. We've seen him around these last couple of episodes.
Wait, he wasn't. Wait, who was Tech Knight in Gen V?
Tech Knight showed up as like a surprise professor in Gen V. Episode.
He wasn't the same guy that did that thing where he could analyze. No, that was
he can analyze.
That was him.
Whole thing. That's his whole shtick, is that he has super enhanced senses, so he can read a crime scene, hear your heart rate.
Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that was a character that like had like a tumor growing in his head or something, and that's what made him be able to read into that. I don't know. I'm probably mixing it up with another character.
I don't know, but definitely we've met Tech Knight before in Gen. We first met him in Gen V. Then he showed up at the VOT 52, whatever.
Right.
Now he's here because he's got the backing and the funding to help these folks. You just got to give them a little quid pro quo. Web Weaver, he's initially signed up to be his sidekick, and yet I guess the trade-off is what, you just be a part of this freaky shit.
Go into his dungeon, which I will say, the part that made this funny is that they kind of played into the bit where there's always been a running gag with. Can we agree this is a play on Batman? Yes.
Yes,
right?
it's a cave. Yes, it's a cave.
Okay. There's always been this running gag with Batman where, despite him being a superhero and righteous and all that, there's always been questions as to like, man, Batman really a rich billionaire likes to really target poor people and break their bones and send them to the hospital. And then for some reason, when he's like recruiting the Robins, it's always like young children. He never recruits someone that's of age. So people are like, Bruce, that's kind of weird. I don't know why you're hunting kids to bring into this nightlife that you have. So there was always this weird fixation with Batman where it's like, Batman, you're acting a little sus. I'm just saying, a parody of this might paint you in a different light. And lo and behold, the boys took that concept and went the whole 9 yards with it. They have, it's a Robin. I don't know who that is back there, but it's a Robin.
Yeah, I don't know who that was, right?
Chained up in a gimp suit in the back, begging to be freed. You had the tech cave, which it's literally the Bat Cave. I read somewhere that apparently there were some innuendos that the Bat Cave was always kind of like a little weird, like, ooh, this is kind of like dark and gloomy, like a dungeon, like the one we see here. I'm like, did you ever get vibes of that from the Bat Cave?
I don't know. The Bat Cave's always
the latex suits. The latex suits all in there, similar to Tech Knight's latex suits.
Listen, I'm not in charge. The only Batman thing I can think of, there was that comic panel where Batman and Robin woke up in the same bed. And he's like, "Good morning, Robin."
What? I don't remember that. When did that happen?
Oh, it's a funny little panel. It's clearly not to be taken in that context, but
wow.
Bruce and Dick woke up in the same bed and they're like, "Good morning, Bruce," or something like that.
Wow.
But again, whole 9 yards, because they also said, not only is Tech Knight Batman if he was into BDSM and all this stuff, they said, what if he was also a super far right racist? Because you had his butler.
Okay, this was kind of funny.
This is so dumb. This is so dumb.
What was his name?
Oh God, I don't know his name.
I know he called him Master Knight, like the way he calls him Master Bruce. Right.
And this was so terrible. I can't remember his name, but either way, this was bad. He's talking Elijah. Yes.
That's funny.
Just talking about like, I don't know. His favorite book was Uncle Tom's Cabin and stuff like that.
Oh, I missed that one.
Oh God, no, this is so terrible. Or when Tech Knight went up to A-Train and was like, "Oh, my great granddaddy would have a run at you, A-Train, but he probably would have caught you." What?
I guess we'll never know.
A-Train should have done what he did to
Huey's girlfriend.
No, that or the one he dragged the one dude through the streets, Blue Hawk. He should have done that right then and there.
That would have been
He has
funny.
more strength than me.
That's what you would have done?
Oh my God, yes. What are you saying? How you go up to somebody and say, "My great granddaddy, the slave catcher, he would have caught you"?
He was just giving table talk.
Oh hell no.
Everyone's all smiles in there.
Oh God, no. This place was wild. Even Victoria Newman, when she was talking to that one dude, and he was talking about, I think he was talking about abortion.
Yes.
And
she blew her own head up.
Right. Don't blow your own head up. Blow his head up.
It's too much. They think they're doing themselves the favor, never having to deal with someone like that.
Oh, this place was the worst. This place I could not. Um, but yeah, he gets trapped in this sex fest with him, Tech Knight, and oh my gosh, Ashley of all
This,
people.
yeah, this was all. This is in line with The Boys in concept on paper. Um, but its execution and the length of time it lasted. This was just not it. This was just not it. I don't know. Were you watching it saying, "Yeah, this is funny. This is great."
I think it was funny at first, and
It was
then
funny at first. I think it was
it
the
drags.
setup.
Right, the setup, correct.
Right. Um but yeah, I was thinking at some point Huey was gonna pull like something creative, like to avoid getting his mask taken off or being put in that situation where he's like chained over the pedestal, whatever you want to call it. But Huey's just going along with it. He's like, all right, I guess I got to do it. And he just, I don't know, it just, and it lasts so long. It lasts way too long. Every time they cut away from Huey getting spanked or something and they show what MM's doing or or Starlight confronting Firecracker, they come back to this and they're in the same situation and the scene is continuing. I'm like, no, okay, I get it. Can we move on? Can you imagine if the season 3 gross out moment, where the guy shrunk down and went into the guy's,
Yeah.
right. Can you imagine if that scene lasted the entire episode or half the episode?
I can't, because in same season 3, you had that moment, and you even had Hero Gasm. Hero Gasm knew to do the quick little gross out laugh, the gross out sexual based laugh, and then move on. You're right. And this one just kept coming back. Huey's still and again, it's weird what they're doing. I'm losing what they were doing with Huey's character, because I feel he had that moment with Kimiko where he stepped up and he fought back, and then, he has his dad moment and now he's helpless again. And you just feel helpless watching Huey. He can't do anything. He literally can't do anything. And I don't know if this is I'm trying to find the silver lining in this writing for Huey's character. He had the moment where he stepped up, and here he was completely helpless. And I guess that's part of what made this scene. I felt uncomfortable because I was like, oh, wow, I hate to be Huey right now. Because Huey should have died.
Yeah,
Or,
it felt like plot armor to a degree.
Yes.
Where it's like, man, he is either going to get maimed here because at the same time that all this is happening, because eventually, right, Tech Knight realizes, huh?
Because
What's the
Huey
safe
doesn't know
word?
the safe word, right?
Is it lube? Dummy, so dumb. And I thought Huey was gonna pull like some ace, like he was gonna deduce somehow based on context clues and how the conversation's been going that he will choose the right word, and then it was gonna push Tech Knight off. And then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, Huey's smart. He could think in the heat of the moment. Great. I guess these scenes can go on, even though Ashley went off to go change in the changing room and she never came back. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. So
she didn't even see them save Huey.
yeah, she never came back in the scene. So Ashley, after she did the whole tickle thing with his feet, Tech Knight said, "Hey, go back and change. I have something for you in the changing room or whatever." And Ashley walks off, and then that's when he does the whole thing where he reveals that, the Web Weaver is actually Huey, and then the rest of the scene with Kimiko and Starlight happened. That entire time, Ashley never comes back into the scene, and this whole time I'm watching, I'm like, is she stuck in the bathroom? Is she watching this happen? Like what is, or is there going to be a gag where maybe at the end of the episode she comes in like after Tech Knight's like dead and everyone's gone, and she's like in some weird, like, I don't know, suit or gimp suit, and she's like, hey, what's going on? They didn't even do that. So I'm wondering, there was something missing with this writing, whether it was with Huey's character or just forgetting that some characters were even involved in the scene. Ashley disappeared. She was supposed to come back. What happened to her?
Also, the red gimp suit dude who broke off the wall. I don't know if we're supposed to know who that is. I was like, take off your mask. Who are you?
He's a Robin. He's a Robin. He's a Robin.
I guess. And yeah, I don't know. It ended abruptly too. I mean, I'm glad it ended when it did, because I was like, I've had enough. Please.
I'm over it.
Oh yeah, I was been over it. Yeah. I guess the last funny bit though was Elijah revealing the safe word.
Oh, wait,
as if it was like, funny. This scene played out like the end of the Dark Knight episode or movie where Gordon's giving his little speech, where he's like, "Your safe word, Zendaya."
Oh,
that
Zendaya.
was your safe word. You loved her, Zendaya.
That was a little funny. Just
well, I saw on Twitter it was like for the boy spoilers that without context, and it was a picture of Zendaya, and I was like, what does this mean? Is Zendaya gonna show up in The Boys?
No, she would never.
No. That was silly. That was funny though. But yeah, I don't know, man. The gross out humor bits have not been doing it season 4 for me.
Yeah, they've either been complete misses or they just don't serve a purpose. Like the gag of Huey being assaulted in this episode, like, which I failed to see the gag in it, seeing how long it lasted. It didn't serve a purpose, because it came back to Huey at the end of the episode saying like, no, I'm not okay. I miss my dad. And I'm like, is this what it took to get you here?
Right.
Like, I don't see the connectivity. I don't see how what happened to Huey brings him back to, hey, by the way, I'm starting to realize I miss my dad. I don't know. I'm missing it. I'm missing it. One thing I do want to know, and this part was actually really funny, when they start donating all the money away.
That was funny. That was funny.
Donate, I don't know, 60 million to BLM. He's like, no, okay, I'll talk.
Oh, but see, it was that build up too. That was the last one. It's like, those people.
Not those. No, that was funny. That was funny.
That was funny. It's like, yeah, because he's like, how do you hurt a masochist? That's how you hurt them. Their pockets.
And I mean, it's not even just those pockets. It was like to these relief funds to like help people.
It was any liberal type of organization. Yes, correct.
Oh man, no, that I'll give Tech Knight credit where it's due. That part was hilarious. And I think, what was Elijah strangling him for at the end? He's like, I've been I raised this man since he was a boy, but this was the final straw. What was it? Was something dumb.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was just he's racist.
It was something at the end. Like, it pushed him over the edge, and I'm like, it was just, I don't remember what it was, but it was just something dumb. Like, oh wow, this was it. You did all this messed up stuff for Tech Knight, but this particular event, I don't know if it was the BLM donation or
Oh god.
Oh no. It was the internment camps.
Oh yes, that was the master plan. That was the big reveal of what, kind of what their plan is. Tech Knight is going to, oh my god, the fucking prison talk to
the prison camps.
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole privately funded prisons.
Right.
Feed certain demographics into those prisons.
Gonna fill the prisons up.
Right, but now they want to fill it up with anybody who opposes them.
Right.
Which is
that is where Elijah said, "No more." I will turn over a new leaf.
This stuff is crazy.
The stuff you didn't see before was crazy.
I mean, all of it's crazy, but like kind of their master plan here.
Now it's affecting
crazy.
Like the country and the world versus these are Tech Knight's personal ambitions.
Right. Is this show about us? This is what people fear. that somebody could do with this type of, systems in play,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's funny that that stuff is happening now, where it's like, is this show about us when you have someone like Blue Hawk in season 3?
Oh my God.
And it's like I think it could not be any more on the nose from prior seasons, but some people, little slower than others, but we'll leave it to them to interpret.
Sure. Yeah, if they can.
But yeah, I mean, the only other thing really is the whole Sister Sage and Homelander plan
Yes,
with
correct.
the Court of Owls.
Yeah, again, yeah, this was all under one roof. You had the Firecracker Starlight confrontation as well. She tried to apologize, ends up still knocking her out. She's never gonna like this bitch. But yes, Sister Sage confronts the boys. I was like, oh snap, they shot her, they killed her.
Oh no, yeah.
Well, I forgot,
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, it's like you gotta chop off the head.
Yeah, obliterate her head, or I mean, you could just, kill her from the waist down.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just headshots are not gonna do it. I'm curious if like you blow the whole brain off, right? Like, make it explode. Newman as an example, because she kills Sister Sage, where it's like when you fight Cell or Majin Buu, you obliterate the entire, infrastructure down to the molecule. I don't know.
If not, her brain will heal.
Right, exactly.
But this scene was really good, though. Well, before the Homelander bit, A-Train saving MM, and that was a nice scene.
Oh, where he saw, was that his nephew or
no? That wasn't his nephew. No,
okay.
It's just some boy.
Okay, I figured it was some boy, but then with how much they homed in on it, and then A-Train smiling, I thought, is that his nephew? But no, I think he just felt good.
He felt good, correct. This is what he's been trying to feel.
Right.
Or this is the idea of what you should feel being a hero. But, if you're one of the 7, you probably haven't felt this since your first day out.
Right. The corruption.
Correct. So, 2 things are going to happen. Either A-Train's going to turn and become a good guy and it's like done deal, never look back at the 7 again, or he's going to die. They're really setting up A-Train to die.
I mean, you could have both. I feel like him switching sides.
It might be like an honorable death.
Oh, yeah, it'll still be honorable. Like he'll die doing something to help the boys, or stick it to the 7 or Vought or whatever. So we'll see. But it was nice that he got to help MM. I liked how Kimiko tried to threaten him first, like, I'll force you to do it. He's like, try it, do it. I did. A-Train would obliterate Kimiko. I'm sorry, he would obliterate her.
I mean, she would heal, but yes.
Not if he just like explodes, like goes through her like Huey's
like
girlfriend.
He did Robin. Oh God, yeah, I guess not. But yes. That was a nice moment for A-Train. And Kimiko too's in a weird place. She's like, I need him. Think about his daughter.
I need him. Oh wait, are we? Oh, you're talking about MM. Never mind.
Yes. Just but Kimiko too, she had her whole Frenchie bit. Frenchie refuses to see her.
Waste of time.
She can't lose anybody else. She's lost Frenchie. She needs MM. She's gonna do what she can. Not a waste of time. Just not much else going on for Kimiko.
Her story with that other character, the one with the scars on her face, like that still didn't. It's over. It was never resolved.
Oh, I thought it was done. After that, they walked away. Kimiko.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, yeah, she's still running around though.
Oh, I thought we're never gonna see her again.
No, there's no way. That plot line's not resolved. I don't care for it, but it's not resolved. It's still in the air. I took
it the writers don't care either. That's what I took it as.
No, there's no. If she does not come back again, bad. That's terrible. That's terrible. This will come down lower on the scale for sure, where it is now.
I think it's already pretty low.
Mm.
But then yes, this last bit I think I liked a lot because so Sister Sage is supposed to present the plan to these super PACs, these legislators or whatever you want to call them, and she's brain dead. And this I thought was so funny. I was like, oh my god, she can't do anything.
You can't. And
she,
home. Oh, what?
what did she? I think she said, I want a Crunchwrap Supreme or something like that.
Something like that. She gets in her food feelings whenever she's brain dead for some reason. But yeah, no, I mean, you really see like how much of an idiot Homelander really is in scenes like this.
Yes.
He's a man ruled by passion, emotions, and he doesn't think things through, or he doesn't think things logistically either. So these politicians, they're asking him very fair questions like, "What about the military? Who's going to handle foreign affairs if this happens?" And he's giving like, well, about that, I like how there's this meme where it's Homelander, and it's like point of view, you're Homelander and you confront someone that stole your candy when you were 6, and it's like this video of a dog that's like shaking and shivering, and it's this thing that Homelander does every time he gets confronted on anything or he gets agitated. He starts quivering, he starts shaking, and it's like, wow, man, just pathetic. But then that's when Newman steps up. This was not part of Homelander's plan, right?
No.
Okay.
No. This whole thing, is one part. This is the plan, the internment camps, and the hostile takeover. That was the main plan. We got to share this plan with these folks. The Newman bit, because obviously they're worried about Newman's running mate, whose name escapes me. Singer, right. And
is that the guy that's always in those office meetings with Starlight?
Correct.
Okay.
Because he equally doesn't like soups. So,
okay.
And Victoria Newman, she led the campaign of the anti-soup campaign.
Yeah.
And then when he learned that she was a soup, he was like, "Oh, I've been bamboozled."
Yeah.
But so this whole thing was to out Newman. She was supposed to come out, here,
right?
Which I don't think she did.
Oh wait, she was supposed to reveal here that she is a soup.
Correct. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I missed that. Wow.
Yes. No. He's been threatening her with that for the longest time.
Okay. I remember that. I thought he just meant like, in the grand scheme of things, publicly we reveal like to the public we are soups, including you. I didn't know in this meeting he intended for her to come out as well.
Yes. That was part of the look. This is how we win. Look, we got Newman. She's on the inside. She's a soup just like us, But then, she had that conversation with Sage, talking about how they're always at the will of men who won't listen and everything, except when they're the smartest in the room. So. Right. This was interesting, seeing her take the opportunity away from Homelander and kind of be like, all right, this is what we're going to do. Because at this point, I think she too just vies for power. And obviously this is not who she aligns with, but these are people who are desperate for a leader at this rate. Right. Homelander is just a figurehead. He can't, other than being the brute force that he is, he can't actually get anything done. He's not the know-how. He's not the brains of the operation. And so Newman sees this opportunity and says, oh, well, you know what? Fine. I hate these people. They're idiots. Let me lead them. They just need a leader. So I guess what? It's almost like she's almost all 10 toes down for this cause now, as long as she's in a position of power. Right.
I
don't really know what to take from it, but it doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good, no. I mean, she got that approval nod from Sister Sage at
That was
the end.
not an approval nod. That was not an approval.
I liked it. It was funny. It was
That was funny, but that wasn't an approval nod. Sister Sage is dumb.
I wonder if she's gonna make a complete 180 after this and disagree with what Newman did. Despite the conversations that they had prior to this scene. But we'll see. We'll see. Newman's going to be an interesting character from here on out. And then also how Stan Edgar plays a role in any of this.
Yes.
Um,
She does have Stan Edgar in her back pocket.
Right. But yeah, no, other than that, I mean, also there's the weird scene at the end.
Oh,
This was funny. This was
it
kind of
was funny, but it's like it's so stupid. It's
no, come on, this fits the boys. This I was okay with because it was quick and done. It was for a scene, not a whole last episode.
Correct.
But what is it? Firecracker? What? She comes.
Well, she reveals that the boys were there, and now
Right.
Homelander's pissed. He's like, "Are you the leak? Maybe you let Starlight out." Which is totally a logical response. Or he's like, "I am not sexually attracted to you." And she's like, "Who said anything about sex?" Oh God! And then
It's about loyalty.
It's about loyalty, right? And what's the one thing Homelander loves more than himself? A good cup of breast milk.
Which how did she?
What? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't play with udders. I don't touch udders. I know udders can shoot. I'm guessing the logic is there. I don't know.
Maybe because she's a soup, it exaggerates, those features.
I guess, but Homelander's.
Honestly, his face, the look of shock in his eyes.
The look is. It was supposed to be like a white stuff squirting on the face.
Oh, one of those shots.
And then it's when he started licking it. I was like, oh, he likes this.
Right. You do this for me? I do anything for you.
She's like, there's drugs that can. He's like, you're not even pregnant. There's drugs that can do things, Homelander.
It just enlarges the heart just a wee bit.
Is that an okay trade-off?
It's about loyalty. It's about loyalty.
Okay, screw living then, I guess.
It's not about attraction. Which, how does she know about the milk thing that he's infatuated with?
She's a stan. She's a Homelander stan. She knows everything.
But is that public knowledge?
I don't know if that's public knowledge. She must have gone digging for that.
I hope they explain that. I hope that's not just something they did to be like, hey, it'll be funny so that Firecracker could get in with Homelander if he did his milk fetish. I hope there's a reason why. I don't know. Maybe she went into his room because apparently everyone breaks into this man's room. Surprisingly,
she did just walk in. Yeah.
Ashley, Firecracker, A-Train.
Well, I guess some of the logic is who would dare sneak into Homelander's room or walk in on him and not fear. If you do that, you must be aware of the consequences that could come.
Right. Yeah. What's the point of locking it? He's just gonna kill you if he finds you in there.
Right.
But yeah, no, now I wonder how much influence Firecracker's going to have now on him, because even though she is supplying the milk in this endeavor, what was the name of the lady that Homelander did this with before?
Oh, Stillwell, Madeline.
Stillwell had a lot of influence over Homelander until, she didn't.
Well,
how much does Firecracker have just doing this?
Didn't he kill her because he was jealous of the actual baby?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was through jealousy versus everything else that she did for him. She was kind of influencing him to like do things for her or do things in line with Vought. But with Firecracker, she's not in that same role outside of she's the person providing the milk, the mother's milk. So how much influence does she really have? Or does Homelander just keep her on the side like, yeah, she's one of us now? I don't know.
She's about to run game on Homelander. She can really do a lot with this power. So,
Right.
And it's interesting too because she's been butting heads with Sister Sage about kind of her relevancy on the Seven. You know,
Right.
because she was like, "Did you just bring me here so Starlight could beat the shit out of me?" So now now she's in Homelander's pocket.
Right.
So yeah, who knows where it can go for Firecracker. But okay, a couple of things. Butcher's gonna either make Samir make this virus, depending on who he listens to. The super PAC plan with the prisons is on its way. Huey about to take a sabbatical. A-Train is on the chopping block. Newman about to do her own hostile takeover. 2 more episodes left in this season, and I have no idea what we're building towards. I have no idea what this finale should look like. Next week being the penultimate episode, I have no idea what we're really planning for.
Yeah.
Here.
I don't know either. I guess maybe the grand scheme of like the government takeover, the country takeover, like how it gets presented to set up the final season of The Boys. That's the most I can see, because
Yeah,
everyone else, I just don't care. The Frenchie thing, him being, I'm like, just stay there, stay in jail, stay in jail.
you want to be
leave?
useless? Yeah, you go. Just leave. Stay. Who needs you?
Who needs you? Kimiko, I love Kimiko as a character, but her being obsessed with Frenchie, part of me is like, you know what? Stay with him too. If you're gonna be like this, go ahead. Leave as well. Mother's milk might die, maybe. I could see him potentially.
He's dealing with his anxiety attack. Another anxiety attack.
Right. It's a predecessor to a potential heart attack. So it's like, is he? Because he's really kind of like the glue and the father figure of the boys.
He's an actual right-headed leader.
Right. And I could see them getting thrown through the ringer were something lethal to happen to MM. Because what I can see, because he's had this problem with like his daughter being influenced by how violent he is or whatever,
right?
And the mother has a problem with that. I could see him kind of biting the dust in the finale, justifying it as it doesn't matter if you use violence as long as what you believe in is right or something. That's what I want my daughter to know. That's what I want my daughter to know. Butcher, better save my daughter.
Ew, that's a terrible MM.
That was a good no. Come on.
Butcher, you got a heart, Butcher. Well, you got to know how to fucking use it, kid.
I don't know.
No.
But yes, I see what you're going though. Violence used for a just cause. I can see it.
Right. I could see him dying. I could see him dying this season. Because it would be a very big loss for the boys. And then that will be maybe some cause for Butcher to get his head in the game. Stop
talking to this fool.
Stop listening to the Kronk devil. Listen to the Kronk angel.
I do envision the Kronks when it comes to the devil and the angel on your shoulder. It's like, wait a minute. He's got a point.
It's called a robe. But yeah, no, we'll see. Only 2 more episodes left of The Boys. Last thing. The Deep and Black Noir.
Yes.
What are they gonna do? I don't know.
I mean, I think he's found his motivation now.
Black Noir always got a hard on after doing some violent shit. Maybe that's what you need.
So he's gonna go on a killing spree.
Sounds like it. Sounds like he's becoming Black Noir. He found the motivation.
I need my motivation. What's my motivation? Here it is.
He
We'll
got
see.
it. He got it. He's about to put the mask on and never take it off.
Terrible.
I guess.
I guess we'll see. But yeah, 2 episodes left. I hope. I don't know, man. The more this season goes on, it just gets lower on my list. But we'll see how it wraps up.
Nothing has saved this season for me as of yet. But yeah, we shall see. So goodness, yeah. Tune in next week for our take on episode 7 of The Boys season 4. And yeah, thank you for listening to us on all your podcast stations, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to us. Thank you for your support on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube with DrJaceAttorney, and of course, sound off in the Discord below if you want to join the discourse. We'll gladly get into it with y'all. But that is it from us here at the Yonko table. I am your Yonko host, Grandmaster Hoop, fellow Yonko, DrJaceAttorney. And how shall we end this?
I miss me wife. I miss me son, Homelander.
Yo, oi, Huey, Zendaya.